So today we are ranking every single Fortnite location that's ever existed in the game, and we're going to get straight into it. There's over 150 of these, and as you can see the tier list on screen right here. First up is Dirty Docks. This was from Chapter 2. A great location in my opinion, did land there quite a lot. I'll put it into B tier. Here we got the Pyramid, not too bad, I'll go C for that one, and then Loot Lake. Obviously did have a lot of different versions, but the one from Season 9, not my favourite, I'll go C. And then Lazy Lagoon, the Chapter 3 version of this POI. Again, wasn't bad, but not my favourite. But Lazy Links has to go into A, definitely one of my favourites from Chapter 1. And then Rocky Reels from Chapter 2, it was a good location, I'll go in the middle tier there. Condo Canyon, another decent POI. But Tilted Town was one of the most unique locations to ever exist in the game. You couldn't build, so I made it very different compared to the usual playstyle of the game. But I did like it, I'll go A tier. Sweaty Sands, the flooded version, not my favourite. But here we got Command Caven, which was a good location. Same goes with Chonkers Speedway, and then Dusty Divot from Chapter 1. I really liked it, I'll go A. Fatal Fields was a good farm location. I'll go B. Obviously there are a load of different farms like Anarchy Acres. We'll get into those during the rest of the tier list. Here we got Moisty Palms, a mix of Moisty Mire and Paradise Palms, not bad. The Fortilla wasn't my favourite, I'll put it in the bottom tier there. But Neo Tilted was a great location from Chapter 1, definitely worthy of A tier. The Mothership Crash Sites, not sure if they're really POIs, but I'll put it into C. Dusty Divot from Season 5, it was pretty much the same as the original one, just with a lot more trees, so a lot more materials. I'll go A as well. Frenzy Fields, not bad, I'll go B tier, similar to Fatal Fields. Lonely Labs, I'll go C. And then Wailing Woods, used to always land there into a lot of sky bases, and it was good, I'll go B. The Daily Bugle was also a great location, I'll go B. And then Craggy Cliffs from Chapter 2. Again, a decent location, did land there quite a lot. And then Bony Burbs. This one, it wasn't bad, I think I'll also put it in the middle tier right there. Naughty Nets. This one, not my favourite to be honest. Pleasant Park, the Chapter 2 flooded version. It was different, but the flooded versions weren't my favourite. Logjam was good. And then the Slurpy Swamp Abduction, I'll go C. Anvil Square was a decent location though, I'll go B. And then Loot Lake from Season X, again, not my favourite version of that POI. Weeping Woods, a good location. Same goes with Tomato Town, although there wasn't that much loot there. The Fortilla from Season 4 and Chapter 2. Not bad, but not my favourite. But Corny Complex was really good, but again, I did like some of the others a bit more, so I'll just put it into C tier. Chrome Jam Junction. This one, not my favourite, I think C. There's so many POIs on this list, there's over 150, this is probably the longest tier list I've ever done. So many different locations. Here we've got the Shark next up, one of my favourites from Chapter 2. Obviously I had the Mythic with the Vault and the Boss, and I really liked it. I'm going to put it into A tier, huge fan of that location. The Rig Destroyed version, not my favourite really, I'll just put it in the bottom tier. And then Sleepy Shrubs Coliseum, I'll go C. Pandora wasn't too bad from Chapter 1, that was the Borderlands collaboration. And then next up we have got the Deadpool's Yacht, and it has to go into A tier for me. Really did like that location again with the great loot, the Deadpool theme, very unique, and it was just amazing. I'll put that version of Tilted into B, and then Frenzy Farm Flooded into C. But Misty Meadows was one of the best from Chapter 2 in my opinion, gonna go A. And then Flush Factory, not my favourite, but it wasn't that bad, I'll go B. And same goes with Dusty from Season X. Tilted Towers, the Chapter 3 version. This one had a blimp in it as well. Not bad, I'll just put it in the middle tier. And then the Authority POI. This was a decent location to land at, I'll put it in the middle. And then Risky Reels from Chapter 2. It was really good, I'll go B. Not a bad one at all. And then Retail Row from Chapter 2, it's pretty much the same as the Chapter 1 version, so I'll go A. Greasy, I'll go B, and then Creaky Compound into there. Stealthy was a great location though, I really liked that one. Corny Complex, not bad, and then same goes with Frosty Flights. Just gonna try and fly through some of these. The Yacht next up. I mean, I did put Deadpool's yacht into A, but I did prefer the Deadpool theme with the whole POI and the collaboration with the Deadpool boss as well. That was great, so I did prefer that to the other yachts, but I'll still put those into B. And then Mega Mall from Chapter 1 was also an amazing location, really unique. Leaky Lake, not bad, I'll go C. And then Tilted Towers, I think we all know where this one is going. 100% in the top tier, one of the best of all time. Now we'll try and fly through a few more of these. Moisty Mire, not too bad, I did land there quite a lot. Coney, it wasn't bad, but I'll put it into C. Corny Crops, again, not the best, but just the original Dusty Depot. This was a decent location, again, not that many chests, but it was a classic. Shiny Sound, again, I'll probably just go B. I didn't realise there were so many locations that had existed, I didn't think there were this many. Lazy Lake was a good location actually, I'm going to put it into A tier. The tier list is getting quite crazy right now, so many POIs. Stark Industries from Chapter 2 Season 4, I did like that one. Same goes with that one, not bad. And then Logjam, I'll put it into C. Same goes with that. And then Snobby Shores, I did like it, I'll go B. Used to land there all the time. Anarchy Acres, another good location. Retail Row has to go into A, another iconic location. And a few of these, we'll try and fly through some of them. The frozen version of Tilted, not my favourite. I mean, I could actually put it into D, just because it was literally completely frozen. There was barely any loot. Now Sleepy Sound, which was full of snow, not a bad location, I'll just put it into C. Same goes with the Reality Tree. And then Sanctuary, wasn't bad, I'll go B. Salty Springs, we all know this one has to go into A, another very iconic POI. Greasy Grove, Frozen, again, there wasn't really any loot, I'm going to have to put it in the bottom tier, there was barely any loot to actually obtain. The block was great, I liked it, I'll put it into B. And then the Volcano was also amazing. Lazy Lagoon from Chapter 1 Season 8 has to go into A tier. Really liked that location during the whole pirate season. The Fortress, I'll put that into C. And then next up, as you can see, Paradise Palms. One of the best locations of all time in my opinion. Also has to join Tilted Towers in S, and there's not going to be many in S tier, but there are going to be probably one or two more, so make sure to watch to the end to see what other locations I put in there. Tomato Temple, not bad, I'll go B. There's a few more here we're going to try and fly through because there's just so many, and this video could literally be an hour long, so we'll try and fly through some of these. Steamy Stacks, I'll put that one into probably B, not bad. Catty Corner again, B. Colossal, I'll probably go C. Salty from Chapter 2, I mean, again, it's pretty much the same as the Chapter 1 version, so I'm going to have to put it into A. Wasn't really much difference. And same goes with Pleasant. It was pretty much the exact same, just in a different part of the map, so I'll also put it into A. Logjam, another version of that location. It wasn't bad. Polar Peak also wasn't bad. Sludgy Swamp, another version of Slurpy Swamp. Also got the actual Slurpy Swamp, I'll put it into B as well. Same goes with Holly. And then here we've got Lonely Lodge. I don't know why it says Wayland Woods, but that is definitely lonely. I'll go B. Now we'll chuck a few more of those into C, and then Mega City, another current location from Chapter 4. And this is a great location. I'm going to put it into A tier. Such a large POI, kind of similar to Tilted, but I just like Tilted a lot more just because I landed there all the time. But you could argue that Mega Mall could go in the top tier, another amazing location. Haunted Hills, C, didn't really have much loot. And then here we've got the Floating Island from Season X. Again, it wasn't bad, I'll just put it into C. Steamy Springs, same goes with that one, and then Steamy Stacks from Chapter 2 Season 8. It's pretty much the same as the original Steamy, so I'll put it into B. Greasy Grove, another very popular location, has to go into A. Such a good location to land at, so much loot, and yeah, that one was just great as well. Okay, next up we have got Shattered Slabs. Not bad. Coral Castle from Chapter 2. It wasn't bad, I'll go P. Wasn't my favourite, but I did quite like it. The Rig, not my favourite though. Lucky Landing, I'll go B. I did like that one. And then a few more of these. Pressure Plant, B, and then Gotham City, the whole Batman themed location. I could go S for this one, but I'm gonna put it right at the top of A tier. Such a good location, really like that one. definitely one of my favourites to ever exist. Greasy Grove from Season 3, Shady, we'll put that one into C. Sunny Steps was good, same goes with that version of Greasy, not too bad. Retail, it was destroyed, so it's going to have to go into C. But Slappy Shores, not bad, same goes with that one. And then we've got the destroyed version of Tilted. I mean, since it was destroyed, it's going to have to go into C. Again, not much loot and it wasn't the best. Shifty was good. Doom's Domain, another version of Pleasant Park. Probably just go B tier for that one. And then a few more locations left, so we're going to try and fly through some of these. Go C for that one, as you can see. Not too many left to go through, probably around 30. The Authority is next up from Chapter 2. Gonna go B, and then just the original Floating Island from Chapter 1, Season 6. This was a decent location to land at. Cloudy, I'll go C, and same goes with Leaky Lake. I'll chuck a few of those into C. Shifty, it was decent, the Chapter 3 version. Retail Row from Season X, that is before Mega Mall was added. Sleepy, I mean, it seems like there's so many different versions of all of these POIs. Sweaty Sands, this was an amazing location. This tier list is getting kind of crazy, so I'm going to have to do it like this. But A tier is definitely where I'm going to put that. One of the best from that chapter. And then this one, I'll just put it into C. We'll put a few of these into C probably. These are all good locations. I think Faulty can actually go B. But then Coral, this version I'll probably just go in the bottom tier. Logjam, again, not my favourite. Rickety Rig, I'll go C. Another version of Coral, I didn't realise there were so many versions. I'll go C. Another version of Shifty, this was the Snow version. I'll just go C for that one. A location from Chapter 4. This one is not bad. I'll go B tier in the middle right there. There we go. Next up, the Citadel, also another location from Chapter 4. It's not bad. I'll probably chuck it into B tier as well. Happy Hamlet from Chapter 1, Season 7. I like this one. Probably going to put it either B or A. I'm thinking probably at the top of B tier. That's what I'll do with that one. I did like that. Next up, the Joneses. Not bad. I'll probably put it maybe near the top of C. There we go. And then there's not many left. Tainted Towers. Not bad. I'll probably just go C right there, as you can see. And then coming towards the end here, geez, there's been so many. I'll go C for that one. And then Greasy, I'll probably put it into B. And then here we've got Loot Lake coming up right here. This was a great location. I'm going to put it into, as you can see, I'm going to put it into B, just because it was kind of difficult to get around the water. You couldn't swim back then when this was in the game. Camp Cuddle, the snow version, I'll just go C. Same goes with that. Let's try and fly through some of these. As you can see, Risky, gotta go B for that one. Great location. Same goes with Junk actually. I did land there quite a lot. Not a bad location. Gonna put it into B tier. Then only a few left. Chuck a few of these into C and D, just because they weren't bad, but not my favourite. Frenzy Farm, this was one of the best from Chapter 2. We've got some great locations as the next ones on the list, and Frenzy has to go, as you can see, into A tier. Definitely another really good one from Chapter 2. Next up then we have got another really good one from Chapter 2, the Agency. This one had the Vault, had the Mythic with the weapons. You know, it had pretty much everything you could ask for. The Mythic, the weapon, the bosses, the vaults, all the loot. And this is definitely one of the best locations in my opinion. And this is also going to be joining Tilted and Paradise into S tier. One of my favourites and probably the best from Chapter 2 in my opinion. That was such an iconic location. Moving on then, only a few more to go. We have got the Grotto, another amazing one from Chapter 2. It's probably going to go into A tier, just below some of the others. As you can see right there, I'll put it into A. And then next up, Moisty Mire from Chapter 1. It wasn't bad. I did land there quite a lot, but again, it was kind of difficult to get around there with the swamp. You couldn't really swim, and it was just kind of difficult to get around. We'll chuck all those into C. The Spire, Salty Towers, I'll go C on that one. And then finally, Pleasant Park. the list is finally complete. Pleasant, I'm going to put it into A tier, and that is finally the tier list complete, as you can see on screen. Some of the best ones for me, Tilted, Paradise and the Agency, but there's so many locations. Make sure to comment down below what you think is the best location of all time. And if you did enjoy the video, then don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more. And there's a lot more videos on screen here. Make sure to click another one to keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.